Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. You can probably tell I'm very sick. I'm on the tail end of a really bad cold, and I've been sick for like maybe 4 or 5 days. And honestly, like, even though I sound really bad, I'm feeling a lot better today than I have in the past week. I've been struggling, and I've just had like a stuffy nose, a sore throat, a really bad cough, you know, all the things that happen. I've been exhausted, and then, you know, I haven't been able to sleep because I've had such a bad cough. And so for like the past couple of days, I've just felt like terrible because, you know, when you're sick, you actually need more sleep, and I haven't been able. So like the night before last night, or 2 nights ago, something like that, I slept for maybe 3 hours because I was coughing so much that I couldn't fall asleep, and then I would wake up like, you know, a couple hours later. So I slept for like 2 to 3 hours, and then the following night after that I slept for maybe 4 hours. So I was like dying without enough sleep, and so I'm like cutting off the top of my head because I don't want my hair to show on the top. I literally just like threw on a scarf that I saw on my bed. That's not even mine, it's my husband's scarf that he like wears for warmth. But anyways, but then last night I took medicine that makes me sleepy, or that makes people sleepy, and I actually slept not straight for 9 hours, but I slept 9 hours total. So I like woke up a couple times, but yeah, I actually got a good night's rest. So I feel a lot more myself, and a lot more like ready to film a video. So yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys later once I start cooking. I plan on making some foods today that I have not really been in the mood for eating for the past like 4 days. I've been eating very little, like maybe a bowl or 2 of yogurt and like some soup, and then just drinking a lot of tea. So, but today I'm going to be making some foods that are, I think, good for like helping you get over like a cold or sickness because of the ingredients included. And yeah, and just kind of showing you guys what I do when I'm sick, when I'm like functional enough to actually do something, in order to, you know, try to help myself move past the sickness. Yeah, if I do some skincare stuff, I'll show you, and I'll for sure take you with me while I'm cooking so you guys can see what I do to make myself feel better. I also wanted to show you guys my little munchkin here. She's just here sleeping with me in between my legs. She's been so good to me while I've been sick. I mean, she's always good to me, but she's been like snuggling and staying with me, which, like I said, she always does that, but I appreciate it more when I'm sick. Aww, baby, a little fur ball. She's cute. Companion. Hey guys, so I'm in my kitchen. Okay, so it's funny how I just filmed an intro and I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna be eating healthy things and things that are gonna make me feel better. And then my husband came home and he went to this bakery called El Forno, I think. It's near our house, and he got like sweets for us basically. So I wanna show you what he got. So there's like a cinnamon roll and a donut. So I am going to be trying to eat healthy today, but, you know, I'm also going to treat myself because he did buy it for us. It's special. So yeah, I'll be trying to eat some things that are going to make me feel better, but then also I'm going to treat myself because sometimes you just have to do that, you know? Alright guys, I'm about to eat this. I'm about to eat this. I cut it in half because I don't want to eat the whole thing. I'm trying to be healthy, and yeah, every time I eat anything, my cat tries to eat it with me. No, no. It's sweet. And then she starts purring like I'm gonna give her food. Really struggles with me trying to eat. This cat is crazy. Why are you trying to eat this? It's sweet. I have to kick her out. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna eat now in peace. I was saying earlier, I hope you can hear me because I'm in the bathroom and there's that fan that like has to be there in like apartment bathrooms. I don't know why, but anyways, so I told you guys that if I was going to do anything skincare related or self-care related to kind of help me with my sickness healing process, that I would take you guys with me. So just really quick right now before I pray and then I start cooking, hopefully, finally, I'm going to do an exfoliating, not mask, but an exfoliating scrub. And so you know how when you're sick you get like crusty bits like around your nose because you're blowing your nose so much? So for me, the only way that I've ever found to get rid of that is to exfoliate with a scrub and then use like lotion afterwards. Do I even have lotion in here? So yeah, so I'm going to take you with me while I exfoliate. I'm using a Teamy exfoliating scrub. They have a lot of good like masks and oils and stuff on their website if you ever want to check that out. Yeah, so I'm just going to start exfoliating. The writing on this is actually like coming off because I use it so much, but basically it's just a moisturizer from a company called Beauty U. It has probiotics and vitamin C, so good for your skin. Vitamin C is good for like keeping you looking bright and your skin looking bright and like young. So anti-aging somehow has to do with anti-aging. I don't really know exactly. And it seems like, as gross as this may be, I got all the crusty like dry skin off of the bottom of my nose from doing that, so I'm glad I did it. Fresh-faced. Finally getting down to business, and I'm going to start cooking my soup. So I'm going to be making yogurt soup. It's called the YAYLA çorbası. It's a Turkish soup that I used to eat growing up, and it just sounds amazing for me right now while I'm sick. And the type of yogurt that we use in the US, you would get Greek yogurt, but when you're in like the Middle East or in like Lebanon or Turkey or something like that, you just buy the yogurt that everybody gets because there's really only one option. And yogurt is great. It has a lot of probiotics, and it's great for I mean, if you eat it cold, it's good for like soothing your throat, but also if you make it into a soup, it's also good for soothing your throat because it's like a hot liquid going down. So yogurt is really healthy, and yeah, so I'm excited to make this soup because I haven't had it in years. Okay, so first I'm going to show you the ingredients that I'm going to be using. It's a pretty simple soup, it's not hard to make. So obviously yogurt soup, first ingredient is yogurt. And then also of course water, but I don't have that sitting here. And then rice. I'm going to be using brown rice. When I was younger and I used to eat it, I would have it with the white rice. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but hopefully it'll be good. And then you need a couple tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And you need some dried mint. This is like a package of mint here. This is how the spices come here. It was like very odd to me when I first moved to Lebanon. And then we need some salt, and we need some oil. The recipe actually calls for butter or margarine, but we don't have that. And I'm pretty sure oil is fine because you kind of use it as a garnish on top. And then you need 1 egg. So I can just show you here. These are my ingredients. So it's a pretty simple recipe. Not a lot of ingredients, just a few things. So I'm gonna get started. My mom sent me a recipe, I think from one of her recipe books, but I don't even know which one. I think it's possibly one about, maybe it's about Turkish cooking or something like that. I'd have to be at home to look at it, so I don't know. At home meaning in the US. But anyways, so the first thing that I'm gonna do to make the soup is I'm gonna cook the rice. So yeah, I'm gonna get started. Hi guys, so I just have you set up here. This is kind of a ridiculous setup, like the way that our stove is. So it's like very close to the floor, so I have to like kneel on the floor to cook anything because apartments in Lebanon do not come with stoves and ovens. So you have to buy one, and they're really expensive. So we bought like a stove top basically and just put it on top of like an electric oven, but it's like very low to the ground. So this is my cooking setup. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put 2/3 of a cup of rice. And I'm just using like sorry, I'm just using like a literal glass because I don't have measuring cups. And I would like to mention I'm doing a double recipe because, so basically like multiplying everything times 2 because I want to make, because I want to make a large amount so that we have a lot for a while. So, okay, so here's a pot. Now I'm gonna get some water. Okay, so the recipe just says for the rice to simmer, and then I start adding in more ingredients. So I'll update you once that starts happening. Okay, so I'm going to crack my eggs into a bowl. Right now the rice is simmering on the stove, and I'm going to do some stuff in the meantime, so just to make the cooking time quicker. So I'm gonna crack these things into a bowl, and then when the rice is ready, I will add them into the soup. Alright, so I'm done with that. Right now I'm just waiting for the rice to be cooked, and once that's done, I will start to add in these things into the pot. Okay, I'm gonna add in the yogurt now, and the yogurt and the eggs. And now I'm gonna be adding in 4 teaspoons of salt, which is equivalent to 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm supposed to let this cook for about 10 minutes, and then I add on the garnish, which I'm gonna prepare right now. Okay, so what I did right now is I put olive oil in the skillet. I put 6 tablespoons, and then I added 4 tablespoons of dried mint, and I just sauteed it for a very short amount of time until the mint kind of became brown and it looks like a little bit almost burnt, honestly. And that's how like my mom always did it. So then what you do with the dried mint and oil is that once you serve the soup into bowls, you add like little spoonfuls of it on top. It's kind of like a garnish in the soup. It's really good. So I just finished making the soup. So I'm going to make another cold fighting remedy side dish. And this is also something that my mom used to make. It's cranberry orange relish, and it's so good. It's basically, it has nothing to do with relish, but I guess because it's like chopped up into little pieces, it's sort of similar to relish. And so the ingredients are really simple. It's just frozen cranberries, an orange, and sugar. That's it. And it's really delicious. You can eat it just by itself, like with a spoon. That's how I eat it. But if you want, you can also put it on like bread, kind of like jam, or I don't know. For me, I just eat it with a spoon, and it's delicious. It's like a really yummy cold treat. It's not that bad for you. You don't have to use sugar. You can use like some sort of other substitute to sweeten it, or just to sweeten it, or just not sweeten it at all. Because honestly, it tastes good even if it's not sweetened. So, so I have these frozen cranberries my mom brought me from the US when she came to Lebanon last week. And for them, I have a food processor here. You might not be able to see. So I'm gonna take these. And then I'm gonna take this orange, chop it, cut it in half, and then cut it into fourths. Now what's weird about this is that, or like you might think it's weird, but it actually tastes amazing, is I'm gonna take this green part off, but you put it into the food processor with the peel on. So I put it like this, and I do half an orange, and then this is a really small food processor, so it can't take a lot. So I'm doing half an orange, and then on my next batch, I'm gonna do another half. These are the two foods I like to eat when I'm sick. This is the final result. Yeah, this is the final result. This is the cranberry orange relish, and this is the YAYLA çorbası or yogurt soup. So those are just two things that I like to eat when I'm under the weather, because you know, the cranberry and the orange have lots of vitamin C and antioxidants. And the yogurt has a lot of probiotics and other great things for you. So those are two things I like to eat either while I'm sick or during like cold and flu season. I definitely recommend eating it around then, because they're also great for cold and flu prevention. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna eat those now. Okay, I'm gonna taste this right now. If you can see it in the bowl before I end the video. This is amazing. I'm so proud of myself because I've never made it before. It's always been my mom. This is very good. And like, solid food generally makes my throat hurt. Or my throat like makes me cough when I have this cold, so this is just amazing for my throat. It's so good. I highly recommend. Actually, so before I do end off this video, I do want to say one thing. So on the note of like self-care and taking care of yourself when you are sick, definitely cook foods for yourself or have somebody cook foods for you that, you know, are good when you're sick. Have vitamin C, have probiotic, or have have probiotics and antioxidants, things like that, things that are, you know, healthy for you, all in the nature of taking care of yourself. Also, like, pamper yourself, give yourself face masks, things like that. Like I showed you, those are the things I'm trying to do today now that I'm like functional enough that I can get out of bed. And also another thing I would say is that, you know, if you work or you are in school, try your best to take the day off or multiple days off. You know, I know it's easier for some than for others. Like for me, it's pretty easy because I have a tutor and I pay her. So if I say I don't want to come to class, then we don't have class. And obviously she understands, like, if I'm sick. So I've been sick this whole week and I haven't gone to class because it's just been awful. And I'm so happy that I did that. So if you are in school or at work, I recognize that it's harder, but if at all possible, you know, don't just show up to work or to school because you don't want to miss something. You can always get information from other people if you're in school. And if you're at work, like, take a sick day if you have them. Because the last thing you want is to be exhausted and like coughing in everyone's face and be cranky because you're sick and then have to go to work and deal with people and deal with whatever you do at work. So just like treat yourself right and you know, yeah, let yourself heal, let yourself have the time to heal. But you know, it's not cute to be the sick person at work or at school. It just makes people kind of wish that you'd stay home so that they wouldn't get sick, especially during cold and flu season. So just keep yourself sane and stay home if you can. Yeah, so I wanted to mention one more thing that I do when I'm trying to fight a cold is I drink a lot of lemon ginger tea. So I made a cup of lemon ginger tea right here. All I put in it was like a packet. You can buy these things here. It's like a packet of lemon and ginger like granules, but you don't have to use that. You can literally just use a fresh lemon and some ginger powder and put it in hot water or fresh ginger if you want to. And they're really good when you have a cold because like the lemon and the ginger work to warm up your body and like clear your sinuses and stuff. And if you add honey to the tea, that can also help with like soothing your throat. I didn't add honey, I just added sugar. Yeah, I just added sugar. So, and you could also add milk too if you want. I've done that before and it's good that way as well. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you liked the recipes, and let me know if you try them and how they turn out. And if you have any questions, I'll try to put the recipes in the description box below. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.